There is one mistake I have seen many caregivers make when they're trying to help somebody with dementia. And the truth is, it's not your fault, and I made this mistake over and over again myself when caring for my parents. And the reason why this mistake is so common is because it's exactly the way that we have been taught to communicate our entire lives. The challenge is when we keep using this way of communicating with our loved one with dementia, it's always going to lead to more resistance, more stress, more frustration for everyone, for you and the person with dementia. Hi, I'm Dr. Natali Edmonds, a board-certified geropsychologist and the founder of Dementia Careblazers. Today I want to talk about one of the biggest mistakes caregivers make when they're responding to a challenging dementia-related behavior. And I want to give you a powerful mindset shift and a practical strategy that you can start using today to help you avoid making this mistake. So here it is. It's trying to use logic or reasoning to get your loved one with dementia to do what you want them to do. We say things like, but you already ate, or but you are home right now, this is your home, or you're not safe to drive anymore, the doctor said so. We use what we know is the truth and we try to get them to understand it as well. And it makes so much sense, right? This is how we've communicated with people our whole lives. When somebody's confused about something, we explain. When somebody forgets something, we remind them. When someone resists, we try to use reason. But in dementia, this changes everything. Think about it like this. You're using a radio and you are clearly giving all of the instructions and it's perfectly crystal clear, but the person on the other side is on a different channel. That means no matter how clear you are, no matter how long your explanation, no matter how great detail you give, the other person on the other end will never even hear it. It will not register because you're both on different channels. It's going to require different signals. It's not because the other person is stubborn or they have the volume down or they're trying to make your life more difficult. It's literally because they cannot tune in to what you are saying. They can't receive it. So here's the good news. When we stop communicating with them the way that we always have and we change our communication style, it changes everything. So here's an example. Actually, I was giving a talk recently, and at the end of the presentation, one of the people in the audience came up to me and she gave this most amazing example. She said that one of her clients had a mom with dementia and her mom really needed in-home help. But of course, the mom did not think she needed in-home help, did not want any stranger coming into the home. Well, the savvy caregiver was trying to think, how do I get my mom receptive to somebody coming into the house? So rather than trying to explain, Mom, you can't do everything on your own anymore. You need help with bathing. You need help with somebody to clean up around the house. You need help, with all of these chores. She instead clicked into, okay, her mom's channel. What did her mom really love talking about? What did her mom really love doing? And for this particular caregiver, her mom was a really big person of faith. And she loved talking about God and the Lord and religion and all of these things. So the savvy caregiver said, hey, Mom, somebody's going to come over who wants to learn more about God. Would you be willing to talk to them about this? And her mom lit up. Not only was her mom receptive to the person coming into the home, her mom couldn't wait. She kept asking the caregiver, when does that person come? When does that person come? So all of a sudden we switched from the person with dementia saying, don't bring a stranger over to my house, to this now saying, when can the stranger come to my house? Now, obviously, Careblazer, this is a very specific example. We would not use this for every single person, especially if they weren't a person of faith. And obviously, this caregiver alerted the person coming into the home to help that this was something that she was using to help entice her mom to be more open to it. Everybody was on board, except really for the person with dementia. So don't get hung up on the details and the specifics about the story. Take away the big message, which is that the caregiver stopped using logic and reason and started to tune in to a different channel, started to tune into the channel that the person with dementia would be able to register. So just like that, all of a sudden a helper is coming in through the door and the person with dementia isn't upset, isn't frustrated, isn't mad. In fact, they feel validated, supported, needed, excited. So this is the kind of creative response we're looking for. When that gives connection, not correction, one that gives connection, not explanation. Using logic feels natural because we've always done this and we're doing this with all the other people in our life. And when your loved one still looks like the person that they always have been, especially in the earlier stages of the disease, it's easy to forget that their brain has changed. And this is why so many caregivers end up feeling confused and upset and like they're doing something wrong. But you're not doing something wrong. You're just doing something you've been doing your whole life, which we all have. And we've got to learn how to stop that habit when it comes to the person with dementia. All right, Careblazer, that being said, right now, we do have our Care Collective program that is open for a limited time. If you are somebody who is interested in learning more about having big breakthroughs and how you could apply a strategy like what I'm talking about in this video to your specific situation by getting specific feedback from myself, other experts, and other Careblazers, go below this video into the description and click the link. You will see a very special link with more information about our Care Collective program that you can take a look at and join. I hope to meet you in the near future. All right, Careblazer, whatever you end up doing, I know that you can do this. I hope this video has helped bring a little bit more clarity and help us change our automatic habits and how we communicate with our loved ones. All right, sending you love. Bye.
Also, Nico gets a belly rub for every person who subscribes from this video. So if you haven't already, click the red subscribe button. It's totally free, and Nico says thank you very much.